Welcome guys to UrGamingTechie's VR show, a show where we look at PC VR, PSVR, and mobile VR, so you guys don't have to waste your time and money. And today, we're looking at a game called Ninja Legends on the Oculus Quest. Now I'm looking forward to this one because I'm a big fan of action games, and these are basically ninjas. They're coming all around you, you're using your weapons, you're using, you know, your blades and stuff, trying to mess with them and take them back and not get hit. And there's actually a lot of variety in this game, so let's go ahead and dive in and take a look.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here we are with Ninja Legends on the Oculus Quest. We're here to check this game out. I haven't played this game before. This is our first time going through it. It's actually telling us to do a tutorial. You can see we got two swords here in our hands already. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Ninja, it is time for your final training. You hold two powerful katana in your hands. Use them wisely. First, we will learn how to attack. The amount of damage is determined by the strength of your swing. The key is to swing fast and hard. Now, use a powerful swing to cut these bamboo mats. Enemies have weak spots. Different enemies have different weak spots. Strike swiftly at these. Now use what you have just learned to strike all the bamboo mats.
Easy enough?
To succeed in battle, you must also block. Place your blade where the enemy is striking to block their blade. An enemy may attack you up close or from far away. You can use your weapons to block swords and projectiles. Place your sword in front of the enemy's weapon before it strikes you to block it. Your training partner in front of you will now attack. Block his attack with your sword.
Okay.
Enemies will strike you with different attacks. Place your weapon in front of the enemy's weapon before it strikes you to block it. Your training partner in front of you will now swing from the right. Block his attack with your sword. With some enemies, it is best to attack immediately after you block their attack. Your training partner in front of you will now attack. Block his attack with your sword, and then attack him. Some enemies will throw projectiles like ninja stars or kunai at you. You can block these projectiles with your weapon. Your training partner will now throw some kunai at you. Try to block them with your sword.
Easy enough?
Some projectiles can be hit back at the enemy that threw it. With proper timing, you can use your enemy's projectile against them. Your training partner will now throw some ninja stars at you. Try to hit them back with your sword. Now, let's combine your attacking and blocking skills. Your training partners will now attack you. Use your blocking and attacking skills that you have learned to eliminate them. As you fight, you can track your health by looking at your health meter. You can find this by looking down towards your feet. Take a look now.
Okay.
Your health meter is shown in red. As you take damage, it will decrease. You are now ready to fight. Enemies are coming. Get ready.
Okay. Alright guys, so here's level 1. Let's see how this goes.
Strike.
Double kill.
Oh, that was good.
Double kill.
Gotta get advanced.
Double kill. Double kill.
Stage clear. Terrible ranking, but that's okay. My accuracy is terrible. 5 hits taken. Cool, so each level gives you like a timer and an accuracy. Critical hits and a score. 1 star out of 3 commit. Well, now we get a bow. Pick off targets from a distance with this deadly. Alright, let's see what this is like.
Congratulations on unlocking the ancient power of the Shadow Scrolls. You must now learn how to harness the Shadow skills that these scrolls embody. The second meter below your red health meter is your Shadow skill meter. If you have a Shadow skill equipped, killing enemies will fill up this meter with blue Shadow focus. The Shadow skill meter is divided into 3 tiers. Once tier 1 is filled, you can summon your skill by pulling both trigger buttons. As you fill up each tier, the skill will be more powerful when you use it. Tier 3 will be the most powerful version of your Shadow skill. Here in the training dojo, we'll fill your Shadow skill meter for you to practice your abilities. Your first Shadow skill is the Shadow Bow. With this skill, you can summon a bow and arrow that you can use to defeat enemies at a distance. Pull both your triggers to summon your Shadow Bow. Hit the enemy in the distance. You'll notice that time slows down while your shadow skill is triggered. This will happen with every shadow skill you unlock. During combat, when you fill up 3 tiers of shadow focus, you will have the ability...
Alright, I got it. Let's go.
Shoot!
Get on my face. We're not going to use that ability yet. I want to get it to 3 and see what that looks like.
Shoot!
Double kill.
Oh, now we're getting 4 of them.
Shoot! Shoot!
Triple kill.
Boys, you get to shoot 3 at the same time.
Triple kill.
That's how that one works. Kind of figured that's the way. Oh, here we go. Big guy coming. Out. There we go.
Triple kill.
Getting the hang of this.
Shoot! Shoot!
Double kill.
See ya!
Double kill.
That's the guy. That's alright.
Double kill.
Alright. Stage clear. Not as bad as the rank as the first one. Still only got 1 star though. A much better accuracy then. Let's do one more level for you guys so we can take a look here. Now we're on the onslaught in the court. Boss fight. Alright, so we got a boss fight. Uh-oh, here we go. I don't know what this is.
Double kill.
Crazy. Gotta kill them before they get to you. Oh, here we go, this guy. Definitely got me with that. Move around more this time. Oh, didn't know he was going to do that. Alright, we got his health down. Whoa. Now we got these stupid heads to worry about too. Someone's taking our health down a little bit. We almost got him though.
Double kill.
Look at this guy.
Double kill. Blocking master.
Rank 371, alright. Didn't even get a star for that one after 14 hits that I took. Weapon unlocked. Increase your range with the ability to attack on both sides. Let's see what this is real quick. We'll end it off on this note. Let's take a look at this weapon together,
The
see what this
staff
has.
is an excellent blunt weapon for keeping enemies at a distance and fending off multiple enemies at once.
Okay.
You can attack enemies with both sides of the staff.
Gotcha. Oh, does it actually want me to? Okay. I was standing a little bit too far back. So this is cool because you can attack it from this side, that side. You can wield this thing any way you want. Sure. Let's end this off right here on the rooftops now. And let's see how we fend these guys off.
Triple kill.
Triple kill with this is easy. Send this off right here. Alright guys, so I think we'll stop it right there. You guys are getting a little bit of a picture of how this works. How you can play with this game. I'm going to continue playing this game, get a little bit further into it, and see how it goes. And then we'll get to the table now, we'll discuss it and see how this game ends up working out after playing this for a couple hours. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so that was Ninja Legends on the Oculus Quest. As you guys can see, that game can become a workout. This game is very, very entertaining, as you guys saw from a little bit of the gameplay that you guys saw there. First of all, let's start with the graphics of the game. The graphics of the game on the Quest look really, really good. There's a few variety of enemy types that come in there. It's nice that every single level that you're playing through has its own level design, and everything is different every time you enter in a level, as you saw there. In the gameplay that we were showing, every level was different that we played in, so that was cool. And the graphics just have a really nice look to it. Now, before people ask about it, let's go to the actual movement system of the game. There is no quote-unquote, the game doesn't give you like a locomotion system. It is like you're standing in one spot and you're fighting. But if you have a large enough room on the Quest, you could just walk on your own and go around the whole entire, like, you know, stage that you're in on your own. It makes no difference. It will track you, and, you know, you can run around the room if you have a large enough play space and, you know, start going crazy on the ninjas coming at you and stuff. So there's that, and that's a lot of fun to do. I took that outside and had a blast doing that. So one of the other things to talk about here, besides the locomotion system, of course, is the actual gameplay. So there's a lot of different things that you can actually do in this game. You may think, the first thing I thought about this game is, how long is this game actually going to be? Is this game going to be fun? Well, there is a lot of levels to play through. Like I said, the levels are all different when you play through them. There's leaderboards, obviously, for each level. There's even secret modes that you can unlock. There's an endless mode to play. So there is actually a pretty decent amount of content in here for those who are worried about it. If you like the actual gameplay, of course, and you like the actual things that you're actually doing. Now, there's a lot of different difficulties in the game, and let me tell you, when you get onto very hard, feels like it's impossible. I still can't get past that thing. The enemies come rapidly from everywhere behind you, forward, sideways, and they just go crazy on that difficulty level. But there's obviously easy and normal as well, and I had fun, you know, playing on normal, which is what you guys saw there in the gameplay footage. And there's also variety-wise, there's the weapons in the game. There's 5 different weapons that you get to play with. There's the ones that you guys saw there. There's a claw that you get to play with later on as well, so you unlock them as you progress through. The claw is really cool because it makes you feel like you're, you know, the Wolverine, I guess, or something like that, you know, lets you claw at these enemies up close. There's even a weapon in there that kind of reminds me of something from Mortal Kombat. So that stuff is cool. And the weapon variety there is nice as well, to add even more mixes into the flavor. And everything feels really good. Using that, I forget the exact thing, the name of it right now. The big stick that I was using there at the end even feels natural and very easy to use. You would think it wouldn't just because of the size, but it still feels really fun to use. And this game is just straight up fun. That's what this game is, an arcade fun type of game. You know, going on these ninjas coming at you. Wailing on them with all these different weapons and having all these fun different environments, trying to catch people on the leaderboards if you have friends on there, doing the endless mode, and like I said, there is secret modes that you can unlock in the game that you also can do just by playing the game and unlocking stuff. So there's actually a pretty good amount of content in here. There's a lot of variety in everything that you're doing. Like I said, as long as you actually like the gameplay, and I think the gameplay is really solid. You know, fighting all these guys feels really good. And it really tracks your motion really well, because when you slash, if you don't slash hard and you get lazy, it's going to hit the guy, but it's not going to cut him up or anything. It's going to know that you only hit him with this amount of force, so you injured him or something like that. But if you actually, you know, take full force and you slice at him and it knows, then that's when you can actually slice their head off and stuff. And the blocking and all that stuff feels really accurate as well. It's just a lot of fun to play. I think you guys can kind of see that in the gameplay, how much fun it was. And I think this is one that, you know, you guys should enjoy. So this is something I definitely recommend. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys saw in today's gameplay or anything I talked about here in the review, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
UrGamingTechie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie.